Hey there everyone, it's Mr. Stubstep, and today I actually have some packages to open. It's been a while since I've gotten a bunch of like TCG Player orders or eBay orders and all that stuff, so I'm excited to go through these as well as go over some talking points, but please let me know how all of you have been, what's been going on. I'm always down to conversate down below, but let's get right into these packages. We'll start out with this one, and yeah, I'm really excited to start adding to my collection again because it's been a while, and I do still have my goal of completing 10 sets this year, which I think I've completed 6, so just 4 more, which I think I can do. Start with this bubble mailer. That is one perk to ordering a bunch of cards from one seller, because then they'll send you a bubble mailer instead of an envelope, but I, of course, used to also. Look at that nice compact packaging featuring the Candela. Very nice. So down below in the description, I have a lot of good information, what some abbreviations mean, as well as what sets I'm currently in the process of completing. But they put top loaders for each and every one of these. We have the Mewtwo from Pokemon Go, very relevant for this Candela card. We'll look at the condition really quick. Like always, I'll have the prices for everything down below. It's a gorgeous secret rare, not very playable overall, but yeah, not bad. So I'm kind of at a difficult spot. I obviously don't have all my equipment and all my cards. I just brought over the more expensive stuff for this move. Next up, we have the Eevee. Oh, it's such a cute Eevee. Oh my gosh. This is either from the single pack blisters or the 3-pack blisters from Obsidian Flame. We got another Pokemon Go sleeve. I thought for a second all the sleeves were going to correspond to the proper thing, but this is Scarlet and Violet 43, a very cute Eevee with that classic Call for Family attack. And it is a beautiful card. Man, excited to... I'm slowly trying not to fall too far behind the Scarlet and Violet promos, but you know, they just come out so fast. And I mean, I'm still trying to get a few Sword and Shield promos, which, speaking of Sword and Shield promos, another Mewtwo sleeve, we have the Lugia V, which I believe this was an exclusive from GameStop. Maybe, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw this on sale for GameStop. I was like, ooh, I want to open that because I think it features Crown Zenith cards. Sword and Shield 301, I think this is an amazing artwork, and I really appreciate that they're really trying their best to all the exclusive Japanese promos, eventually get them over to English. It might be a while, but they eventually come over, which I appreciate. Obviously, there's still some Japanese exclusive cards, but it's nice to get some of them, you know? And then, of course, another Mewtwo sleeve. We got the Unknown V. That also came in the same box. Kind of random, but Unknown and Lugia were both in Silver Tempest, so it kind of makes sense. But then the fact that they made up a Crown Zenith box. Am I tripping? It was a Crown Zenith box, right? I'll have a photo of it. I'm pretty sure it was a Crown Zenith box. But Unknown V, would have loved to have pulled the alternate art Unknown from Silver Tempest, but didn't get it in my booster box or any other openings, maybe somewhere down the line. So that was the first package. Maybe they accidentally ripped one and then reused the package. I have no idea. But I guess while I'm opening this, I will show off my August ladder results. I did a lot of play on PCGGL on the casual ladder. So there is that. But this time around, this month, I am going back on the rank again. I really want to like start messing around with other decks. Like, of course, I still have my Regidrago V-Star deck, but I want to start messing around with some other decks. Oh, this one is exciting. Okay, so they gave me a little extra damage pump card that has a stamp, which is kind of cool, actually. Did not ask for that. They gave me an extra one, but this does feature a Kirlia. So, you know me, I'm always keeping my eyes on Kirlia listings, Kirlia cards that come out in new sets and all that, because I am the Kirlia master set collector. Find somebody with a better Kirlia collection, you won't. So, we have the Kirlia from Silver Tempest with that stamp on there, the Play Pokemon or Pokemon League or whatever, because this is from the Prize Pack Series 3. They've come out with 3 of these, and usually you get these prize packs from playing at like local events or even like regional events sometimes. Then if you do well, maybe sometimes shops will just give one to everybody, but the better that you do, you can get more prize packs, and then it'll have a lot of these cards that have stamps. Some of them actually get pretty expensive. Like I forget what series it was, but the Umbreon VMAX goes for a ton of money. A lot of them, and of course the more competitive cards people really want. I mean, it's a cool stamp and everything, but I think there's much cooler stamps out there. This isn't my favorite Kirlia artwork, but it's one that I needed, and there's also a non-holo version. So this is a Cosmo holo foil. I have the non-holo coming. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I will always be caught up on it. Kirlia is like my #1 priority. It goes like Kirlia cards, then the sets that I'm currently completing, and then promos, and that's kind of how I prioritize stuff. I have done a video on how I select what I buy, And then we got an extra damage pump. That's kind of cool. I've only really seen damage pump in the Zoroark decks, I think. There might be other ones. Damage pump could be useful with Tyranitar EX if you receive damage and then you move like one to your bench so you can do more damage with the Terrestrialize one. I don't know, but I feel like it'd be kind of a waste of a card when you can just use Gengar, have it in the discard pile, and then bring it out onto the bench. We have this final package, and then I'll probably just go over my talking points. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do some aerial view to do the binder section or not, because I just don't have all the stuff that I usually have with my setup, because we're still waiting on the movers to bring the rest of our stuff. But I think I know what this is just based on the feel. You know, after you've felt a couple hundred packages, you know what's inside. Don't look more into that phrasing. And yeah, ooh, look at that. Definitely a slab. Ooh, you might be able to guess what this is if you've been watching my channel for a while. So it is a PSA slab. You can take a look at the back. Clean, clean, clean. And I do love when they provide the PSA these sleeves, because they're a lot tighter. And yes, it is that Radiant Steelix. Of course, I'll have the price and everything that I paid down below. But one of my, I guess, side jobs, you know, I do the Grass Energy Master Set, which I can't remember if Prize Pack Series 3 has Grass Energy. I can't remember if each series does different energies or if they're all the same, but then, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Radiant Steelix, I'm trying to get all the Radiant cards in PSA 10. They're very affordable. A lot of them are pretty accessible. Some are actually fairly low pop, but none are really that expensive because of how easy and common they are to pull them in. Every booster box has pretty much two. But this was the next one on the line from Lost Origin. I think I might need one from Lost Origin, or maybe I have all of them already. But yeah, excited to add this to my graded card collection. And slowly but surely I will try to gather all of them, with Crown Zenith being the last Radiance that I need. But got a lot of top loaders to reuse, so when my bulk cards or my cards for sale come, I can reopen my store, because currently everything's frozen, and I can do that. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way to maybe film me filling my binders, and then if I can't, then I'll just go over a few talking points, but I won't sit and talk to y'all for too long. So yeah, let's see. So I couldn't figure out a good way to do it. I could put all the cards in the binder and then film my binders as I'm flipping through while I'm doing talking points, but I don't have the right sleeves that I would like to use to put them in their binders, because I would put them all away and then have to take them all out again and re-sleeve them, because I don't, as cool as some of these sleeves are, I don't want a bunch of mixed match sleeves, and I don't want like the loose fitting sleeves and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna talk about the talking points. If you don't care about, you know, any of the stuff that I have to say, then, you know, I wish you the best, and please let me know what you have going on. But I'm just gonna go over a few things that have been going on. I've lived here in Marina Del Rey for a little over a week now, and it's been awesome. Literally beach every single day. Even after work, really close walk, I just walk down to the beach. Like, put your toes in the sand. If you do it during the day, your feet touch hot sand and it feels good. And the sand doesn't get too hot here because the temperature just doesn't get that hot. And then at night, if you've been like, you're wearing your work boots or whatever all day, your feet touch cold sand, which is just another great feeling as well. I'm just here in the ocean. It's very therapeutic and everything. I'm not even a beach guy, but one of our recent dates that Mystery and I went on, we did like a little sushi date. So she went to Costco and she bought like one of the big things of sushi, which is actually fairly affordable. Like, if you think about how much sushi normally costs, it's pretty expensive to get like 6 to 8 pieces or like a roll. But this one came with 20 pieces, and it was about the same price as you would get paid for a normal roll. I think it was just like a regular California roll or something. Haha. Yeah, it was good. Had it in the sand. We didn't have chopsticks, so we were just eating it like savages by hand. And I don't really add too much to my sushi. I just kind of eat it raw. I mean, there's wasabi, soy sauce, and then of course the ginger to kind of cleanse the palate. But, or is ginger cleansing the palate? I can't remember. But yeah, we had beef sushi, which was great. We also recently had chicken and waffles. So let me know if you like chicken and waffles or if you've ever had it. A lot of places do chicken and waffles. It's not, you know, a crazy new concept, but there's one place that we went to. It's called Brews Wiffle, and also within walking distance, of course. And it's a brunch spot. We haven't really gone to any brunch spots lately, but they're kind of known for their chicken and waffles. And I had one of their variants or whatever. I think it was like the Huevos Rancheros version, which I probably should have just stuck with a like traditional one, because I was craving something sweet after I ate all of it. But so much food, so delicious. And yeah, I'll probably have shown some photos. I'm going to try to show as many photos as I can, because just me with blankness is kind of boring. You might be able to see the tip of yeah, you can see the tip of like a little sweep right there. But yeah, chicken and waffles. We also went to, that same night, we went to a self-serve beer and wine spot. So you've probably been to a few where they have like a bunch of taps and everything, but this one was really cool. They charge by the ounce, so you could literally go around and just taste test a bunch of different beers and everything, or wine, and see if you like it. Obviously the wine will be more expensive per ounce, But yeah, got a flight of each of that, and then their food was actually really good too. I think we just got a couple appetizers, but it was delicious. And I'm not really too picky. Like, I'm not a huge fan of alcoholic drinks, but I'm not really too picky when it comes to them either. Like, I would just drink milkshakes all day, but obviously that's really bad for you, even worse for you than alcohol somehow. But that place was awesome. And I think that's all the food places. Recently, we visited my aunt. So we both have family over here in California, Southern California, which is kind of nice. And we visited my aunt. She's in Irvine, and we went and had lunch, which was amazing. And during that trip, my first car that I bought senior year of high school, the Mazda 3, it finally reached 100,000 miles, which, man, can't believe. I've had her for 10 years, 100,000. You know, when you're filling out insurance and they're like, how many miles do you drive your car? And obviously, your insurance is based on where you're located, how much you're driving, your age, the vehicle, the safety measures that your vehicle has, and all that stuff. And I have a pretty basic vehicle. It's now 10 years old. But when you say you only drive 10,000 miles a year, that kind of seems sketch. Like, really, you only drive 10,000 miles? But legitimately, if you average it, I've actually driven less than 10,000 miles a year, because I got it in May. It's now August or September, and it's just reached 100,000. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, 100,000, big milestone, still going strong, still doing maintenance. Do maintenance on your vehicles. So we did that. They also, so I guess here, and I'm sure in like a lot of other big cities, you know, the electric scooters and electric bikes are a really popular thing, or e-bikes, e-scooter, whatever you want to call them. And I've never really done it. Like, I used to have a Razor scooter as a kid, of course, hitting your ankle or your shin, and probably I would never wish that pain on anybody. And then of course, just regular bikes right around the neighborhood, maybe go down some trails. I'm not like hardcore going down mountains, super adrenaline, any slip and you die type cyclist at all. Like, no, not at all. But they had e-bikes, and I tried them out, and holy crud, I can see the pull. You see everybody driving along the beach, or like driving when you're supposed to be like biking, but you have the e-bike, and like, oh, they're not doing anything. Which, I mean, you can adjust the settings to see how much your pedal actually, the pedal assist, if you will. And whew, man, those things are powerful and fun. So we're probably gonna add it to our list of eventual things to get, but I'll probably just get myself a regular bike, because my wife has her bike, and then I got rid of my bike a long time ago. But probably get another bike, because, I mean, riding up along the beach, going up to Santa Monica would be ideal. You know, driving through all this crud, you'd probably get there faster on a bike, honestly. But did try an electric bike. Let me know if you've ever ridden an electric bike. There are rental options and all that stuff, but that was my first time, and they got a little, like, you'd be going, whoa, you know, they got a little kick to them. So there was that. Mystery currently went to an internship, so she went up to an internship in San Francisco, so I'm actually not going to see her for a little bit, which is kind of crazy. We might try to visit each other, like she'll come down, I'll go up, because the flights internally to California on Southwest can be very affordable, a lot under 100, sometimes even under $50, which is not bad. So definitely look into that option instead of driving that 6 hours that we're apart. Did get, I think that's all like the miscellaneous stuff, yeah. Sorry, I have a little, of course I have some notes down below. I did get another plastic container from Target. Look at that. Was that like Futurama or something, where they have like the heads in the plastic container, or like Walt Disney or something? I don't know. Freeze the heads. I forget where that's from. I think Futurama has a new season. I might need to check that out. One Piece. Of course, I'm caught up on One Piece. I've been kind of hating, but also appreciating, but mostly hating. But it is good. It is good. The most recent episodes they're quite nice. They're quite nice. Just a lot of intense moments. And the thing is, when a show builds up this much, like, you just sometimes find yourself getting emotional. You're like, wait, what's happening? But you've committed so much time to these characters, this show, this universe. And so when stuff starts going down, or certain words start being said, or like certain throwbacks, there's some throwbacks that are thrown at you every episode, and it gets old and you just kind of numb to it, you know, crying wolf type thing. But then there's some that hits you and you're like, oh shit, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. So yeah, One Piece has been good. I'm excited for this arc to finally end and we can just move on with our lives. This has been a huge chunk of my life, the freaking Wano arc. And then also Bleach. So Bleach had a hiatus this week, which is unfortunate because I was really looking forward to seeing the new Bleach episode, because the main character returned, and I just, there is just something about anime when a new character, or not a new character, when a character comes in, returns to the fray with a whole bunch of power-ups, and they just like do things, and you're like when Ichigo first enters, oh man, and like everyone is just like, what was that? It reminds me of, I guess after the first time, I think there's only been one time skip, the time skip in One Piece when they all meet on that one island with like the bubbles and all that crud. I forget, Water 7? No, I can't remember what it is. There's so much crud. But just any time skips like that, or of course when Naruto and like Sakura, they do the bell thing with Kakashi again and all that stuff. Just all those moments, the time skips, the power-ups, those are so great. And yeah, no, Bleach, top notch. It sucks that they took a week hiatus. But hey, if it's needed to keep this show amazing, I will wait until the ends of time. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have talking point wise. Let me know what anime you're watching or what you have going on. I've still been doing Seven Deadly Sins like on the side. Like if I have time and I am not missing the new One Piece or Bleach, then I'll watch Seven Deadly Sins. Because I want to finish that eventually so I can start on Vinland Saga and then My Hero Academia, because those are big ones that I need to watch. So that's all I have for this video. Please let me know what you have going on. Let me know what you thought of these pickups, if you liked any of them, if you picked any of them up, if you have bought all the sealed product for, if you open this or you open that or whatever, please let me know. Don't forget, if you're a Master Set collector, don't forget the Prize Pack Series 3. I posted my Grass Energy Master Set on Reddit and someone was like, hey, you're missing one of the Grass Energies from the Prize Pack series. And I was like, thank you. And that is why I love the community. All right. Thank y'all so much. I won't blabber on anymore. Just checking in. Let me know what you have going on, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.